Okay, what if I told you that canceling your Friday night plans isn't flaky at all, but actually a sign of high intelligence? Today, we're going to completely reframe the whole idea of staying home, and I'm going to show you why it might just be the smartest move you can make for your mind. Oh, you totally know that feeling, right? That little knot in your stomach when you're typing out that text to cancel? That little nagging voice in your head saying you should be out, you should be more social. Well, it turns out you are so not alone in feeling that. And that right there is the big conflict we're diving into. It's like this constant tug of war. On one side, you've got all this pressure from a world that just glorifies being busy. But on the other, your own brain is sending a totally different signal. So who's right? All right, so first up, let's just tear apart this idea, this myth, really, that being more active always means you're living a better life. Come on, we all have that friend, don't we? Maybe we are that friend. The one who always seems to bail at the last minute with the classic, so sorry, just totally wiped. And it's so easy for us to just go, ugh, so flaky. But hold on, what if there's way more to it? Yeah, society's got a whole list of not so nice labels just waiting for you, doesn't it? We call people boring, antisocial, maybe even disconnected or unmotivated. It's like this desire to just be quiet is seen as some kind of personal failure we're supposed to fix. Okay, but this is where we flip the script completely. What if that feeling isn't a weakness at all? What if it's actually a highly intelligent biological signal, a signal designed to protect and recharge your absolute most valuable asset, your brain? So, what exactly is this signal your brain is sending? Well, to get that, we've got to look at a little bit of the science behind it. It really all boils down to one key idea: your optimal stimulation level. Just think of it like a social battery, and everyone's battery is wired totally differently. Some people are walking around with this massive power pack. They thrive on noise and crowds. But for others, that battery drains super fast, especially in loud or unpredictable places. So if you're someone with what scientists call a low stimulation preference, choosing a night in has nothing to do with being lazy or antisocial. It's just necessary regulation. You're not avoiding the world, you're just smartly managing your energy so that when you do engage with it, you can actually be present. And hey, it's not all just brain science. There's also this really powerful psychological thing happening. And it involves something we all put on every single day. Think about it. The moment you walk out your front door, you put on a bit of a mask, don't you? There's your work you, your out with friends you, even your polite to the cashier you. We all do it. The legendary psychologist Carl Jung actually had a word for this: the persona. And look, it's not about being fake. It's a super important tool for getting by in a complicated social world. But, and this is the crucial part, keeping that mask on, man, it takes a ton of mental energy. And that is why being alone is so incredibly powerful. It's your chance to finally just take the mask off, to let it drop. It's in those quiet moments that you can actually remember who you are when you're not on stage. Okay, so just look at the difference here. When you're out in the world, your brain is on high alert, always scanning, always vigilant. You're performing. But at home, everything changes. Your brain gets to go into rest and digest mode. You're not performing anymore. You're just authentic. It's a total 180-degree shift from doing to just being. So, what's actually happening inside your head when you make that switch? Well, this is where the real magic happens, the alchemy of quiet. All right, so the very first thing is that your amygdala, that's your brain's little threat detector, its alarm system, it finally gets the message that it can stand down. Out in the unpredictable social world, it's always kind of buzzing, but at home, in your own space, it knows it's safe. It can take a breath. And that one little change kicks off this amazing chain reaction. See, your predictable home environment calms that amygdala down. That in turn lets your whole brain shift into that rest and digest mode. And the coolest part, when your brain isn't wasting all that energy looking for threats, it's free to do other things, like connect dots and have new ideas. And that state, that's the sweet spot. That's the fertile ground for real creativity and for thinking deeply about things. The quiet isn't empty space at all. It's filled with possibility. It's where your best stuff, your most honest ideas can finally come to the surface. Okay, so let's tie this all together. What do we do with all this? How does this change how you think about your home and about that need you have for some alone time?
Here's the big idea I want you to walk away with. Staying home isn't about rejecting the world. It's a seriously smart, high-value move. Think of it as a strategic retreat. You're not running away from anything. You're stepping back so you can actually process everything, make sense of it, and figure out how you fit into it all.
I just love this next thought. It nails it perfectly. That urge to be home? It's your soul's way of saying, hey, let's recharge. Let's remember who we really are before we forget the real face behind the mask. So from now on, the next time you feel that pull to just stay in, to close the door on the world for a bit, don't argue with it. Don't layer on the guilt. Just listen. Because that feeling, it's one of the smartest, kindest signals your mind can ever send you. So please, honor that need. Because at the end of the day, the real question isn't, what am I missing out on? The real question is, what amazing things are you going to discover about yourself when you finally close the door and give yourself the quiet to hear them?